If you're looking for a proven way to get your ex back, you're in the right place. The reunion program has been statistically proven to make any ex 430% more likely to come back long term as compared to trying to get them back all on your own. These graphs are based on a recent statistical analysis of client data for hundreds and hundreds of clients in the reunion program already. The reunion program is based on the method that I used to manifest my ex back in just 3 weeks and marry him 8 months later. But this didn't just work for me, this has also worked for hundreds and hundreds of my clients, which is why you'll find over 200 reviews on my official website, manifest-best.com. So what is included in the reunion program and why does it work so dang well? Well, let's get right into it. The reunion program is based on science and psychology, not magic and BS. There are no manipulative tactics like going no contact or trying to beg or force your ex or convince them to love you again. In fact, this program is very different from any others you may have seen or tried, which is why so many of my clients have spent hundreds, thousands, or tens of thousands of dollars on other programs that simply didn't work before finally finding Reunion. Reunion is based on science and psychology, and part of that science comes from manifestation. Now, when I say manifestation, again, I'm not talking about magic or spells or witches. There is no such thing as psychic readings. Those are all scams, as you may have seen yourself. In fact, what manifestation really is just the way that you live your day-to-day life and how that impacts the reality that you experience. If you would like an in-depth scientific look at how manifestation is shaping your entire reality, including scientific studies that support the idea of manifestation, you can check out my more in-depth scientific video right up here. But for now, let's get into the reunion program itself. We're going to start by taking a look at the full reunion program, which is by far the most popular version of the program, and certainly the one that I recommend to everyone. The full reunion program is a 7-week course, which includes simple step-by-step instructional videos, as well as exercises which help you to apply the information in the videos to your specific situation, which makes this program very customizable just for you. The program also includes fun things like meditations and quizzes and little prompts and exercises that you can do. The full reunion program also includes lifetime support with questions you may have along the way. Although I did spend an entire year creating this program to ensure that it answers every question I have ever heard from every client over the past 3 years. So chances are you won't even have any questions that are not already addressed in the program. But again, that lifetime support is there for you just in case. So let's take a look at what's covered in week 1. You're going to start off by learning what manifestation really is. Again, it's not magic or psychics or anything like that. It's actually just science. Manifestation is the way that you live your day-to-day life and how that creates your reality. If you'd like a more in-depth look at the science behind manifestation, you can click up here for a video which shows scientific experiments that prove that we are manifesting everything. The truth is that we do manifest everything in our lives. You manifested meeting your partner, you manifested your entire relationship, and unintentionally, you manifested your breakup. This program is going to teach you how you can manifest your reunion. Next, you're going to get access to some audio files, including the very popular Get Your Ex Back meditation, my negative thoughts meditation, and a Manifest Love playlist. Next, you're going to learn how to regulate your nervous system. This is very important to get yourself to a stable place, especially if your breakup is fairly new and you're having a very hard time coping with it. This is going to allow you to heal from the breakup without needing to let go of your partner. Next, you're going to learn how to relax and release unhealthy attachments to your ex. There are healthy ways to be attached and to love someone, And then there are unhealthy things like feeling needy and desperate and impatient. This lesson is going to teach you to release those negative feelings. Next, you're going to learn how to handle setbacks. Generally, when we are rebuilding a relationship from the ground up, it's not necessarily going to get better and better every day. It's very normal for you to experience some wins and then some obstacles. This will teach you how to handle those. You're going to learn how to recover from your past relationship. Anything that you're still holding on to, this is the opportunity to heal and release. You'll learn how to create a healthy foundation for yourself. This is absolutely essential if you want to reunite with your partner in a healthy way. Next, you're going to learn my favorite science-backed manifestation techniques. Again, these are proven to work. I cite scientific sources so that you can feel confident that you will get results. You'll learn how to create a daily routine to work on yourself, but also to repair your relationship. You'll learn how to handle any inner struggles that you face along the way, and the role that your health plays in your relationship. Next, we have week 2 of the full reunion program. Here's where you're going to learn how to build a healthy belief system. This is the most important part of reuniting with your partner. A lot of the things that we talk about in this program are things like self-work, how to speak with your partner effectively, what healthy actions to take, but none of that really matters unless you're able to reconnect with your partner. The way that we do that is with our belief systems, because our beliefs are what manifest them back. Our belief system is what allowed us to manifest our partners in the first place. Our beliefs are what manifested the breakup, and our beliefs are what manifest our reunion. Through our beliefs, we are able to align with a version of our partner who freely and willingly chooses to work on the relationship with us. Yes, even if you are blocked, even if you haven't spoken to them in months, weeks, years, no matter how difficult your situation seems, creating your healthy belief system is what allows you to reunite with your partner without having to beg or try to convince them to love you, which doesn't work anyways. Again, if you would like more scientific evidence of why our beliefs will allow our partners to come back, even when it seems impossible, click the video up in the corner or in the description below to learn more about the science of manifesting. Next, you're going to learn how to improve your mental health. This is absolutely essential because when your ex comes back, you want to be in a good, healthy place. You're going to learn how to deal with things like doubt and resistance. You'll be able to build a healthy self-concept. A lot of programs focus only on self-concept, on me, only doing the work on yourself. And that is great that you're doing self-work, but in fact, it's only about 25% of the work that is needed to fix a relationship. There's a lot more than just self-concept at play. So we'll get into more of that later. But self-concept is very important and definitely something included in this program. You will learn how to create a positive life experience beyond just your relationship. How can you have good things happening to you all the time? You'll learn how to create healthy expectations. So expectations that feel possible, but are positive. If all you expect right now is negative things, if all you expect is things to go wrong, if you are afraid to get your hopes up, this is a lesson that you really need to hear. You're going to learn about why things like tarot and magic and psychics are very bad and why you should be avoiding them. You'll also learn about signs that your ex is coming back. This is a very encouraging lesson. You'll also learn how long it will take for your ex to come back. You're going to learn about things like signs, soulmates, and what your dreams mean. You're going to be able to heal your trust issues, which are very common when going through a breakup. You'll be able to create a healthy pattern of thoughts naturally. This is not a fake it till you make it or a just think positive thoughts course. None of that stuff works, and it's certainly not something that I teach in this program. You're going to learn how to shift your states of both mind and being. This means going from a place that may be very fearful and learning how to elevate yourself to a place where you feel good, you feel relaxed, and you feel confident, and you act that way as well. Again, we're not faking it. We're really embodying and acting those ways because that's how we genuinely feel. You'll learn how to do all of that with this program. You're going to learn how to feel better authentically, how to feel better instantly, how to feel chosen and prioritized in your relationship once your partner comes back and even before they return. You're going to learn how to give and get forgiveness from your partner, how to cure impatience. Impatience is very detrimental for getting back together, but it is certainly something that can be worked on and healed. You're going to learn how to speed up your manifestation, get your ex to come back faster. And finally, how to overcome your fears. And that is week 2 of the full reunion program. Week 3 of this program is so transformational. You're going to learn how to use your words to create your reality. So again, this does mean speaking things into existence, but it is certainly not just saying, my ex is coming back, my ex loves me, my ex is obsessed with me. None of those things work. You're going to learn a way to use your words that actually is effective. You're going to get a note on therapy, how therapy can fit into this program, how to talk or not talk to other people about your reunion. Sometimes people are not very supportive of you and your partner getting back together. You're going to learn how to navigate those conversations. You're going to learn how to talk to your partner once you guys are back in contact, if you're not in contact already. You'll learn what to do if your partner says things that you don't want to hear. What types of contact are available to you, things like full contact, partial contact, or no contact, and how to use them effectively. This is absolutely not a no contact course. There is a time and place to go no contact, but most people don't actually need to use no contact. And in fact, intentionally cutting off communication with your partner often leads to opposite results. Just sitting back and not talking is not going to fix your relationship. So you may have experienced some programs or advice telling you just go no contact and it's going to fix all your problems. Certainly that's not the case. However, we do cover when to go no contact. Again, it's very rare, how to do it effectively and how to come out of it, as well as other forms of contact that are a lot more practical and effective. Next, you're going to learn what types of actions to take. This is so important, especially when your ex starts to come back. How should you act? What things should you avoid doing? Learning about the types of content that you consume and how that is affecting your reunion with your partner. How to create good, healthy habits and how to break out of bad ones. How to change the full spectrum of your life. We are not in this program just to work on fixing your relationship and getting your ex back. You really want your partner to come back when you have created this entire ecosphere of a healthy lifestyle that your partner can come into. That's really going to help support you having a healthy relationship with them. And I'm sure that you can see on the opposite end of things, if your partner were to come back and your entire life is crumbling around you, how that would take a very detrimental toll on your relationship. So you're going to learn how to get yourself out of that and create a beautiful life for your partner to come and share with you. You're going to learn how to change your entire life. You'll learn how to withdraw your energy in a healthy way, not from a place of wanting to punish your partner, not from a place of resentment or fear, but a healthy way to withdraw your energy. You're going to learn whether or not you should date other people. It's not a yes or no answer. Sometimes it's helpful to date other people. Sometimes It is very much not. So you're going to learn the difference and how it applies to your specific situation. You're going to learn how to take inspired action. This is action that is going to lead you in the right direction, action that feels good, action that you don't have to question. How to get movement. This is positive movement. Progress is another good way to phrase it. How to get progress towards reconnecting with your partner. If you experienced cheating, week 3 is going to be so powerful for you. You're going to learn how to overcome or transcend cheating once and for all. Learn how to stop cheating from ever happening again in your relationship. Learn how to give and get forgiveness after cheating. So whether you cheated or your partner cheated, this lesson is going to help you move past that in a way that is healthy. We're not just turning a blind eye to it. What we're actually doing is we're using those instances of cheating, and we're using it to empower and strengthen the relationship. So we're actually transmuting that terrible experience into something really, really good. And finally, you're going to learn what to do if your partner does ever cheat again. Again, that shouldn't happen if you're following the program, but just in case, you do have complete guidance and support throughout anything that could happen. In week 4 of the full reunion program to help you and your partner get back together for good, you're going to learn how to deal with third parties. So third parties, generally speaking, is someone else who's in the picture. Usually this is a romantic partner that your ex is dating, engaged to, living with, or even married to. It doesn't matter the status of their relationship. This program is going to teach you how you can still get back together. And we're doing this in a way that is healthy for everyone involved. This is not going to cause any harm to the third party. It's actually going to be done in a way that benefits the third party, but more importantly, your ex and you. So you'll learn how to remove a third party forever. You're going to learn how to do this in just 10 easy steps. And after we finish talking about third parties, we're going to move into learning how to remove resistance and doubt. Resistance and doubt are very common and normal when you are trying to reconnect with your ex. This lesson is going to teach you how to heal and move past those feelings. You'll learn how to create a healthy attachment with your ex. So we're not talking about detachment. You do not need to let your partner go. You do not need to move on. You do not need to heal from the relationship in the sense that you put it behind you. But what you do need is to create a healthy attachment. So you're going to learn how to do that with this program. You'll also learn how to stop trying too hard. One of the biggest problems that I see with clients is that they're trying really, really, really hard to fix their relationship. They want results right away. They want big results right now. And in order to accomplish that, they actually do the opposite of what I recommend, which is trying too hard. So we're going to learn how relaxing, taking it easy, and trying just enough is actually going to get you way better results than trying too hard. You're going to learn why your ex coming back is inevitable. It is guaranteed to happen. This lesson is going to show you why. And finally, in week 4, you're going to learn the most common mistakes people make when trying to get their ex back and how you can avoid them. In week 5 of the full reunion program, you're going to learn how to stop hot and cold behavior for good. So hot and cold behavior is, for example, when your partner shows up one day and they're super sweet, and the next day they show up and they're very cold and distant. One day they might show up and talk about getting back together, and the next day they say they just want to be friends. Those are some examples of hot and cold behavior. In week 5, you're going to learn how to stop hot and cold behavior for good. You're going to learn about the transition period, which is basically the period between you manifesting your partner back and you seeing those full results in your reality. Finally, you're going to learn how to get hot behavior all the time. So that's the behavior we mentioned earlier, them showing up and wanting to commit, them showing up and prioritizing you, choosing you, treating you the way you deserve to be treated. How can you get that behavior? All the time, consistently. You'll learn that in week 5. You're also going to learn how to get unblocked. So this doesn't apply to everyone, but if you are blocked by your partner, this is going to teach you how to get unblocked very easily. It's actually a lot easier than most people make it. You're also going to learn how you can manifest a text easily. This is very, very easy to do. You'll learn things like who should text who first, how should you reach out, how to get consistent communication so your partner is not texting you one day and then ghosting you for 3 days. You are getting consistent communication. You're not getting left on red. You're not getting ignored. You're not getting little one-word answers. You are getting good, healthy, consistent communication with your partner. Next, you're going to learn how to quantum leap to get lightning fast results. Now, this is a bit esoteric. This is something we're going to get really into in the program. Basically, it's a way for you to speed up your progress. We're going to make a note of how free will plays into your reunion, because we are not controlling our partner like a puppet. We are not forcing, convincing, or taking away anyone's free will whatsoever. What we're doing is learning how to align with a version of our partner who freely, willingly chooses to work on the relationship with us. And finally, you're going to get an inside look at my personal Get Your Ex Back story. Again, this is how I went from manifesting my ex back in just 3 weeks and marrying him 8 months later. In week 6 of the program, you're going to learn when to sit back and coast. When should you stop trying to get your ex back and just let them come back, right? There's a proper time to do this. You definitely don't want to do this too early before your work is done, but you also don't want to keep trying to get them back once all the work is done. So this lesson is going to teach you how to time that out perfectly. You're also going to learn how to live in the end. If you've heard of manifesting before, you've probably heard of living in the end. A lot of times when people talk about this, it's this very elusive, very general, how do we do it? Just pretend type of mentality. I don't believe that that's the best way to go about that. So this lesson is going to give you very specific action steps. There is no BS. There is no, how do I do that? You're going to know exactly how to do it with this lesson. You're going to learn how to manifest a step ahead of where you are. So if right now you are in no contact with your partner, you're going to learn how to not just get back in contact, but actually be going on regular dates and working back towards getting together. Next, you're going to learn what to do when your ex comes back. This is very important. This program is not just about getting back together. It is about recreating the relationship in a way that is better than it has ever been before and staying together for good. That's why so many of my clients are not just back together, but their relationships are better than they ever were before. They are living together, they are engaged, and some are even married to their exes. So this lesson is going to teach you how to do that. You're also going to get access to my favorite tips and tricks for manifesting your ex back, as well as very clear signs that your partner is on their way back to you. And finally, in week 7, we're going to learn the last little bits of information that you could ever possibly need in order to make sure your ex comes back for good. We start by learning about why circumstances do not matter. Now, a lot of people talk about the fact that circumstances don't matter. A more accurate statement is that circumstances don't have to matter, but oftentimes we do make them matter. So whether or not they matter is really up to you. This lesson is going to teach you how to make sure that they don't matter to you. This basically means that your circumstances, things like obstacles, things that make your situation seem difficult or impossible, how to make sure that those are not a factor in you getting back together or not. They're not going to stop you. They're not going to block you. And you no longer look at them from this pessimistic viewpoint of that's the reason why my ex isn't coming back. You're going to learn how to eliminate all of that. You're going to learn about instant manifestation. What to do if your ex comes back, but they just want to be friends. What to do if your ex comes back, but they just want to fool around. What to do if you feel like you've hit a plateau. So you made some good progress, but things have just kind of stayed where they're at and you haven't gotten that full commitment yet. You're going to learn exactly what to do. You'll also learn what to do if you feel like you've regressed. So you feel like you got a lot of progress and then things kind of took a turn and seem to have gotten worse. You're going to learn what to do if that happens. You're also going to learn very specific methods to get movement. So if you feel like you've gone through the whole course and you're not seeing as many results as you would have hoped for, which is not super common, but it does happen sometimes, this is exactly what you need to do to get things moving. This is a lesson that's going to clear everything up. And finally, you're going to learn how to troubleshoot. So if things are going well, but there's one piece that you still need to work on, this troubleshooting lesson is going to help you figure out exactly what still needs work. Or if you feel like there are multiple things you still want to work on, that lesson is going to really help you home in on exactly what still needs your attention and exactly how to fix it. And that is the full 7-week reunion program. If you feel like your circumstance was not addressed in any of the lesson plans that we covered, definitely reach out to me. I can't fit every little detail into the lesson that I just shared because I don't want to make this video 3 hours long. It does address things like if one of you wants kids and one of you doesn't, if one of you wants commitment or marriage, the other one doesn't, if you have different religions, if you have friends or family members who are getting in the way, if one of you is immature, if one of you says that they need time or space, if one of you says that they need to find themselves or be on their own for a while, if one of you says that they need to work on their own mental health before they can get back together. All of those things are addressed in the program as well. But again, for the sake of not making this video 3 hours long, I didn't include every single circumstance listed in this video. If you have one that you want to make sure is addressed in the program, please reach out and I'm happy to tell you if it's in there or not. I'm sure it is. Now, like I said, the full version of the reunion program is always recommended whenever it is financially possible. Truly, the only reason you should ever not get the full reunion program is if there is a extreme financial crisis that would not allow you to fully invest in your relationship. I will say that the same reason we experience breakups is the same reason we experience financial hardship. It all comes from within. It is all a manifestation. It's an experience of lack, of doubt, of fear, of unworthiness. There are many different factors that can go into it. And those things tend to improve or get worse simultaneously because they are so intertwined. Because of that, I do offer a mini version of the program. Again, this is for extreme financial hardship. That is really the only reason that you should opt for the mini version instead of the full version. If you find that the only reason you want the mini version is because you don't want to go all in with your relationship or a program to help you with your relationship, if you're afraid of taking a risk, if you're afraid of spending money, even though you have it, those are not good, healthy reasons to downgrade your experience with this program. That said, the mini version of the program is substantially better than not having any help at all. It is far better to have a small amount of great help than no help whatsoever. The mini version of the reunion program will still increase your odds of getting back together more than 200%. So it is still far better than having no help at all. Certainly people have had success with the mini version of the program. That said, I definitely would recommend upgrading to the full version whenever you have the chance. The mini version of the program is a very basic overview of the full version of the program. It doesn't include things like the meditations. It doesn't include as many exercises. There's just not as much information by any means. It also does not include any additional support with questions. The reason it's structured that way is so that I'm able to keep the cost so low. So what is included in the mini version of the program? You're going to get a basic overview of how to work on your foundational beliefs. Again, this is really what makes the program work. This is what helps you to align with a version of your partner who wants to work on the relationship with you. You're going to learn how to deal with your negative thoughts, how to create healthy thoughts. Again, it's a condensed version of the full program. You're not going to have as much information, of course, but it is the basics, and the basics are really, really important. You're going to learn how to deal with negative feelings, how to start using your words more effectively, what actions you should and should not be taking, what manifestation techniques can help you along your journey. Manifestation techniques are great. That said, even if you do them perfectly, it's only about 5% of what it takes to manifest. So techniques alone are not going to bring your ex back, but they are a helpful tool. You'll learn how to create a daily routine, a little bit of how to live in the end. You're going to learn a little bit of how to deal with things like impatience and speeding up your results, as well as how to remove a third party. So again, that basic overview is included with the mini version of the program. It is at a much lower price point, but that information, even though it is very basic, is still very good. So that is a look at the Reunion Get Your Ex Back course. Hopefully now you can see why this program is so effective and that it really does address every need that you could have along the way. If you feel that this program is a good fit for you, you can get started right away at manifest-best.com. Simply click on courses and click on the Reunion course that you'd like. Thank you so much for watching. My name is Coach Katie with Manifest Best, and happy manifesting!